just wanted to have like heating for her house, and that's not the way to have heating. You have to like use wood or something. You don't transform birds into heaters. Anyways, that was the Flintstones. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a nice little game. It's really easy to play. And yeah, that was my last game for this marathon. Next up we have Taz in Escape from Mars by the Popo. So keep watching the marathon. Enjoy the rest of the Genesis block and have a great everything. Have a great night. See you next.
Alright, welcome back everybody. I'm Popo and I'm going to be running Taz in Escape from Mars 8%. Timer's going to start game. Now, the story of this game is basically you're Taz and Marvin the Martian is building a zoo. And he wants you to be his next specimen. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna escape, such as the name says, as fast as we can in this case. Now, there's one thing I'm gonna be doing a lot in this run, which is spin canceling, as you can see, and damage boosting. But what is spin canceling? Well, as soon as I hit an enemy, I stop using the spin button and immediately use it again so that I can reset my spin position immediately. And that is the first act. Now, most of this game is like stages with 2 acts, except for a couple of stages that have 3. Well, and there is the boss fight that is separate. It's not included usually in the stages layout. Each new stage is going to gradually introduce us to new tech, such as this. We didn't have this a lot in the first stage, but we're going to be using it a lot from now on. Just going to take a little shortcut there. Nice, that is a hard jump to do, to get straight on the pipe. Sometimes this can happen. You can... If you don't time your spins correctly, you'll just eat one of those bombs and it will cost you some HP. Alright, that is a hard jump to get. It gives us a big shortcut near the end of the stage. Unfortunately, I didn't get the cancel quite fast enough on that enemy, so he managed to have enough time to pull off an attack at me, but it's fine. And just reach the end of the second act. Now, we're gonna head on to the first boss fight, which is basically an auto-scroller. There's not much to talk about in this boss. I'm just gonna be standing around here, dodging his nose. And then, such great speed tech. I'm just gonna stand over here in the middle, and those spikes will never hit me. The only thing that you can do to make this fight go faster is if you hit him in the first frame that he becomes vulnerable. This gives me an opportunity to talk about this game's tech. Cycles. Well, cycles are not exactly a thing in this game because they are screen-based, so the cycles start when you enter the screen in which they are at. So I'll only have to worry about them once I reach to the point. And glitches. There are a few skips in the game. There's not a lot. It's gonna happen later in the game, especially in the last few stages. And yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff in this game. It's a shame that I don't see this enough. We don't see this game enough in marathons. And I used to love it as a kid. Now there's a new tech that's going to be introduced in these few stages. Want to avoid those bombs. There's some stuff we're not going to use in the speedrun. That's a potion right there. We don't want to grab it because it makes Taz become basically a midget. And that kind of is going to keep us from progressing the stage. We can't, such as this one. This one does the opposite. It makes Taz become enormous. While that does make you invulnerable, you also can't progress in the stage because you can't do this. You can't burrow underground. Yeah, it is very hard. There's a lot of damage boosting in the game. Now this next stage is full of damage boosting. And the fun part is that this stage, even casually, is meant to be played as a speedrun because there is a machine driller chasing you right now, and if you stop at any given moment, it will catch up to you and it is an insta-kill. So we're gonna have to keep going as fast as possible. Taking a lot of damage boosts. Of course, we don't want to take too much, or else our HP is gonna be a little bit Monka-S. I'm gonna take this quick shortcut here, try to avoid that potion to the max, because if we get that potion, we're most likely gonna lose. We're really close to the end of the stage though. Yeah, we never got a chance to see the machine driller, but it's that over there to the left. If it catches up, it's an insta-kill. Alright, now I'm gonna try to get a quick kill on this boss. You can get 2 hits per cycle here, but the first one is the hardest because I want to land on that rock on the left. Nice, I got it. So the thing is, it's very hard to hit this enemy without taking damage. You can do it, but it's basically requires you to bounce off its side into those walls while it's moving, and that's really difficult to do. Now this one is easy. Only the first part of this boss is hard, but we managed to get the quick kill. Now we're gonna want to fall down. We fall down to reset the boss's position because it's gonna take a little while longer to show up again if we wait in the same spot. So we have basically enough HP to tank 1 hit per each hit that we need to give to him. Now this is the first stage that has 3 acts. 3 playable acts. I'm gonna take that damage boost over here. Like, these flying things are one of those screen-based cycles that I talked about. They're only gonna come into action when they show up on screen. Oh, we almost had some bad RNG there. Those web shooting enemies are some of the most dangerous ones. Now, new tech. These like umbrella-like things allow you to like fly when you spin. And the water slides. Another damage boost over here so we can spin all the way over here. Now I'm gonna wait for this platform because this jump is quite hard to do. Sometimes they bonk the ceiling and you can't get to it, the enemy, and it will fall back down and have to do it all over again. Now you want to avoid these webs at all costs. We have enough time to eat this burger because we have to wait for this anyways. So you might as well eat that burger. You need that HP. This final section is the toughest part of this stage. We're gonna want to wait for this spike ball because there's no way to get past that without taking damage, let's just say. Let's wait for this enemy to shoot its web. Of course that spike ball is there. And we made it to the end. Now the second act is gonna revolve a lot more around the water slides. This can be an actual maze if you don't know where you're going, because it's endless. If you fall down, it's just gonna keep going. But fortunately we know the way. We're supposed to jump over that as well. I'm gonna take another damage boost over there. Gonna wait for the spike ball. We don't want to eat that bomb. Right, I'm gonna take a small shortcut over here, through here. It skips a large portion of the stage, and we're basically near the end now. Just have to jump our way. Now this third act, it includes the boss within the stage, so basically the HP at which we reach the boss is the HP that we're gonna fight it with. So HP maintenance is gonna be important. So that's why I'm waiting a little bit on these, I don't know what to call them, to be honest, grappling things. Yeah, this stage's tech is gonna revolve a lot around this flying thing. And we're gonna want to be very careful about it. This is another stage that can be a maze if you don't know where you're going. Yeah, we're gonna want to time our flights to avoid the webs. They can be really sneaky. Very, very sneaky. So far, so good. That one is the extra sneaky one. Got caught over there. Gonna wait a little bit on these two. Fortunately, we have the benefit of having some checkpoints throughout the stages, so if we die, we don't have to restart the stage from the top, fortunately. We're gonna wait on this spike. Now we're just gonna float our way down here. We can damage boost to fall faster, but I want to preserve health in this case. Yes, that enemy is, I call him the sniper. Sometimes he just snipes you from down there, there's nothing you can do. Alright, we made it to the boss with fairly good HP. This boss here is going to repeat a 4-cycle pattern, and I want to hit him on every time in its tail that I can. This one is the hardest hit for me, because sometimes you get bounced back towards the enemy and you take damage. Let's just say if your HP isn't favorable, it's gonna take a toll. Now it's gonna repeat the first 4 cycles. First one again. Getting really close to its head. 2 more hits to go. Music speeds up, the tension rises. Alright, fairly good stage overall. Now we're off to Mexico, or Space Mexico, I don't know. Now this stage, the floor is lava, literally. We can't touch the floor because it will take damage. Yeah, that jump over there is one of the toughest ones to land on the platform. We're getting really close to the end of the stage. We can be a little bit more reckless now. There's not much to cost us our HP now. Alright, second stage of Mexico, the first one with skips. Gonna damage boost our way up here. That is a tricky jump over there. There's one particular skip that I'm only gonna attempt a couple of times because I need HP for another skip coming up after it. You can clip through this wall. Yeah, I'm not gonna try anymore. Reason why? Because the bouncing walls, you can never determine where you go. So you can be stuck in a loop like this forever until you actually go in the direction that you want to. And we made it. So what that skip does, it takes you over here to where we are now. It skips all of that trouble. But I wanted to preserve my HP for this coming up right now. And this takes us to the end of the stage. Right, bullfight. Our point in this fight. Make him go towards the wall. It's fine if we get hit as long as he headbutts the wall. Yes, sometimes he tries to debate you. Oh, smart one. He's a smart boy. Alright, fairly good fight. We only missed one hit. Now, Castle. Definitely the hardest stage for me in the run. First act, fairly easy. The second, the third are very hard. One thing that I want to mention is that you see, you usually spin through the damage boosts that we do. I have to wait for these eyes because they won't let me hit the switch. These fly enemies right here, if you spin towards them, you don't get iframes. You will just get hit again. So you don't want to, you just want to walk through them. And now we're gonna skip to the end of the stage right here. We usually have to go to this big platforming section to get to the other side, but we're just gonna do this casually. This is another stage where health preservation is very important. These knights act a lot like the fly enemies. You can't spin towards them, they are invulnerable. You can only kill them with a tech that's gonna show up for the first time over here in the run. We're gonna get to it over here, the gas. You can breathe fire, literally. This is the only thing that can beat the knights. Now, we don't want to spin towards the fly once again. Oh, we caught a bad cycle on there. Alright, we have good HP so far. We can skip this burger. Now, this nasty fly over here, and wait on this one. Now these eyes here are hard to dodge because you don't have a lot of window to jump. Now this part here, definitely the hardest. Alright. Oh my lords. Guess we're gonna have to tank that bomb. We're getting close to the end of the stage. We don't have enough fire for that enemy, but it's fine. We wait a little bit there usually because of that potentially happening. Right, we're gonna have to wait on the cycle of that fly because it can hurt you while you're trying to eat the exit sign. But we did it. Now this next stage is the most complicated one for sure. Glitchless, but we're gonna skip through a big portion of it. Lots of damage boosts once again. I'm just gonna fall down here. I'm gonna skip that wall. We have time for this burger once again because of the cycles of these platforms. We eat this health pack. We're gonna need it for later. There's a section of the run that can consume our entire stack of HP. Which is coming up right here. These spinning platforms. There's chemicals over there that are shooting at you at the same time you're trying to climb up. And this can happen. You can fall down all over again. If you notice, I'm panning the camera down to reset the cycle on the platform so that I can jump on it. Alright. I'm just gonna have to wait on that fly to give me some good position. What a shame. We might actually take a loss of a life here if this doesn't go smoothly anytime soon. Alright, we made it through. We're getting to the end of the stage. No dying. Let's just say that is the biggest reset point. Now this boss over here, we're gonna jump a few times here in the corner. We want to get him tired. We can only hit him when he's tired, like that. Yeah, he's in the perfect spot. Now we're gonna quickly switch bodies. Because our real enemy is this laser beam over here. Being controlled by that blocker up there. And we're done with the castle. Right, off to Marvin's house. We want to steal Marvin's spaceship so that we can go back. Another stage is very important with the HP maintenance. We're gonna have to take a damage here so that we can jump over this. I'm gonna fall down here. Normally we go down a chute that we have to wait for a cycle for it to bounce you back up, but we're just gonna jump directly to the place that we want to go to. We need this HP because we're gonna have to do a little bit more damage boosting. Now this is one of the parts of the game that I loved as a kid. You get a duplicate of yourself. I would just stay a lot of time playing around with this part, but we are just gonna do that like really fast. Right, we missed the platform cycle here because that enemy hit us. This is another section like the one before. Doing a little bit of pause buffering there to get the jump correctly. Alright, we got a good jump there. We're nearing the end of the stage. But, fortunately, we have another chance to use the duplicate. Now, I'm gonna go over to this wall to align him with me. Because we need him to give us that jump edge. Alright, final act of the run. We have to deactivate 4 laser switches. That are blocking our path to the end of the stage. Any Death Egg recollections? Yeah, these lasers. Nice, I got the quick hit. Now I want this enemy to get hit so that I can do this. Ah, I didn't get the quick hit. We're already done with 3, only 1 missing, and we're gonna damage boost it through this side. And now we're off to the final boss. Now this is the boss itself is not too hard if we can get this strat over here. Yes, the hardest part about this is getting on top because it's always bouncing you around. That was the final boss. Time is gonna be when the credits show up. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Just cutscene skipping over here. That time it should have stopped. Guess I'm gonna have to do it manually. Alright. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you organizers for having me and this game. And good luck to the next runners.